America Makes came out with their first project call. And every project call had to have an educational counterpart to it. So we approached Northrop Grumman and said, we can be your educational partner, and what we'd like to do is develop a printer specifically for schools as part of that contract effort. And so Northrop Grumman awarded us a contract and gave us some technical assistance and help, and we moved forward on developing our own 3D printer specifically for educational purposes.
Well, if you think about what we're trying to do at America Makes, and it's really about connecting not just the small businesses with the academic institutions, but also make sure that the small businesses get involved in the growth and acceleration of the industry in general. So having someone like AST2 who's small and agile and extremely flexible brings a tremendous value to America Makes, because they can do things that, to be quite honest, some of these large businesses just can't do. They're able to rapidly deploy their workforce solutions. They're able to scale to just meet about any customer requirement we have. And so they're a key contributor to what we're trying to do as an America Makes consortium.
The good thing about, or the great thing actually, about America Makes is how these opportunities lend themselves to creating other opportunities. So for example, we worked with Northrop Grumman in that first project call. We were able to develop our 3D printer. The next project call, we're able to take that 3D printer and use that as a training tool to teach other people how to use 3D printing. Now we're also working on some other initiatives with America Makes, where we're going out to military installations and bases, teaching those individuals how to use 3D printing as well.
So basically what the project was, it wasn't focused on the machines, it wasn't focused on like the material, it was focused kind of on the education exposure aspect. So what AST2 brought to the table was their 3D printer. And it wasn't just like, come, here's a 3D printer, plug it in, you know, here's a couple STL files and print some stuff out. What made them really unique was their printer is an actual buildable printer. So it was more about the process.
Well, I think what AST2 has is a unique approach to deploying not just a manufacturing capability, but a learning asset onto very remote or difficult locations. So when you start thinking about carriers out in the middle of an ocean, what AST2 has been able to do with the Navy is deploy their solution, have the seamen trained right there on the spot on workforce initiatives around additive manufacturing, but they can also start to manufacture at some level replacement or spares on the machines that they've been able to stick out in the environments inside the Navy.
The Secretary of Navy wanted to host a competition called the Apollo Project and put out a call fleet-wide, a challenge. Come up with something new, interesting, innovative where you can use 3D printing. And the winning item was a clip for a satellite phone. And when they calculated the savings, it was like $1 million savings over the course of a year.
You know, without America Makes, this project may have gone with like Boeing or General Electric or, you know, one of those other bigger companies that we work with all the time. So now we've had opportunity to work with a company and people that have tremendous knowledge and willpower. Now they're involved with this contracting because of America Makes, because they give them that leverage, that foot in the door.
For us to be relevant as a consortium, we have to have different perspectives. AST2 is a small startup business, is joined by many other small businesses we have. Matter of fact, about 1/3 of our membership is small business. We embrace small business, we encourage small business to find ways to engage with us, and we have lots of programs for them to do that. We're a trusted, consensus-driven body. And I think it's important for small businesses to consider how to take advantage of that when they're looking at ways to grow their own product and services.